I had still sort of have a
Yeah.
problem with it, with like paying too much attention to my analytics, but I still take those days where I'm just like, okay, I am not going to make any videos today. I'm not going to plan any videos. Maybe I'll like talk to people in the community. That is the extent of what I'm doing with YouTube, but
Yeah.
nothing else.
I think that is really important. So probably an advice I can give that worked out pretty well for me is always seeing this like a job,
Mm.
because it is a job, and probably you're starting with a goal that you want to make this a living at some point. Yeah, maybe after 3 or 4 years of being a YouTuber, something like a goal you can set yourself, or right. And I think I always started to see this as a job. So I'm working on YouTube from Monday till Friday, and Saturday, Sunday is for family time, and I don't really work on videos. Of course, I think about this
Yeah.
YouTube. I think I have ideas in the shower, right, about a new video or something like this, and then you are after finishing, you need to go and write down this idea somewhere. So that's important. You probably can stop really thinking about it, but that's
Mhm.
okay. I think that's not the issue. The issue is to become stressed by that. So, and I think one idea or one thing that I do that always helped me is to kind of implement a workflow. That's something that I actually also do at work, right? I have some programs or tools that I use to do that. I just recently switch to switch to Office 365
Ah,
products. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but that's that's how I usually do that at work.
it's fine.
So
You use whatever you want. It doesn't bother me in the
yeah,
end.
yeah,
It's not my computer.
I know, man. I know, man. But that's how I do this. I have the Microsoft Planner application. This is kind of a Kanban style of working
Yeah, yeah.
this. So setting up my videos, setting up the schedule, and I also am planning time schedules a day. So every Monday I have a triage where I usually go through all the ideas and try to organize them and prioritize what video will come out the next 2 or 3 weeks and so on. And and then I usually have some time slots where I work on videos, on thumbnails, editing. So I really kind of try to structureize this as much as I can, because then I can see, okay, this probably was a bit too much last week, so I need to adjust this and take a little bit of time away from this step, and then you can easily find your balance. And I think that's really important to structureize your workflow and your day, because if you're just working on a video, that's, especially with everything that you are self-responsible for, that's really dangerous, because if you're working at a 9 to 5 job, right? You're working like 8 hours a day, and then you're finished. You can go home and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
think about this anymore. But if you're self-responsible, so you're making a YouTube channel, you can work 24/7 on this if you want.
For the record, it's
And it's
7 p.m. right now.
and
I started at
it's
like
going
9.
And now here comes the dangerous part. It's going to help you, because the more effort you put into something, you can make a new video that's bringing you viewers, that's generating more subscribers. So it's going to help you. So you try to put as much effort into this as you can. And this is the really dangerous part, because people burn out, I think, because there is no limitation. There's no limitation that's coming from outside. You need to find your own limits and your own limitation. So that's and that's probably the tricky part. I just recently had someone on my live stream, or also a bigger, a smaller, medium YouTuber, I would say, right?
Bigger than
He
you
is more
are.
bigger than I am, but not really big as the really
Yeah,
big YouTubers. And he said, like, he was really worried about answering comments. Like, he said, oh, he got a new comment on this video, I need to answer this immediately.
Yep.
And I thought, I never had a problem with this myself. I don't know why, but I said, like, maybe it is because I worked in IT support. I don't know. I usually deal a lot with queries coming in. But I usually don't answer a comment right away, immediately. I answer it 1 or 2 days after, because I think it's like people shouldn't expect an immediate answer from me, because that's a bad habit, you can also train people to expect this the next time they comment.
Mhm.
So that can also hurt you then if you get bigger, right? In the beginning, you probably can answer all comments immediately, but then people are going to expect that every time, right? So I knew this. So I started, okay, I'm not going to train people that I answer it immediately, but I will answer every comment.
Yeah.
Just one day after or so. And that's really helping, because then you can implement a schedule like every day at 9 a.m. or so. You can read all your comments and comment back. That's fine. So yeah, you really need to find your own way of how to deal with this stuff. And for some people, it's harder to do this. Other people are struggling with a complete different thing. It's really depending. But it's important that you need to find solutions or workflows or somehow a schedule to do that. So that's my experience.
I just answer all my comments on the toilet.
Yeah, sometimes also do this. I mean, it's like if I have time to fill in something, I do that. Sometimes I read my statistics on my phone. Yeah, maybe even after lunch or so.
Yeah.
Why not? If I have time, I can do that. But you just need to be careful that you don't do this too often. And I think you also said you were looking at your analytics too much in the beginning.
I definitely
or
find that being a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I had this problem myself. So I didn't have a problem with answering comments or scheduling or workflowing, but with analytics. So that was my bad habit, right? Because I looked at analytics every day, multiple times. And there's a new like. I need to watch the analytics and compare it. It doesn't help you at all.